For the last 2 months, members of parliament have been walking a tightrope as they risked the dissolution of the House for failure to create the necessary legislation to implement the new constitution. And when debate on the report prepared by the Departmental Committee on Justice that seeks to give the yet-to-be-formed Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission the mandate to distribute the 80 new constituencies resumed at the floor of the House, sharp differences arose during a session characterized by a barrage of point of orders.
Mr. Speaker, for the House to adopt this report, you are violating the Constitution in advance, and it must be refused. Mr. Speaker,
that we ensure we respect the Constitution we passed, that we adopt the report of the committee, but we cannot adopt the report that is not a report of this House.
this report is unlawful, Mr. Speaker.
MPs from Northeastern region moved to push for an amendment to the report, which also includes the report by the defacant Ligale-led commission, questioning where it recommended that the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission should rely on the Ligale report, which has been faulted by many MPs drawn from central and eastern regions.
We are just playing games, pretending we are forming a new commission to correct what is wrong.
When we don't have health centers, 80 kilometers only is when we can get one, and we want to equate people at par. Are we fair? Is this House fair? Is the Ligale Commission fair? It is not fair.
What is being recommended, Mr. Speaker, completely ignores the basis upon which those recommendations are built, Mr. Speaker.
MPs had to go for a division and decide whether to continue with the amendment. Those against carried the day, marshalling 87 members against 37.
Will as many as for this opinion say aye? And as many of the contrary opinion say nay? No. And the ayes have it.
This means that they will now have to form the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission within 1 month from today. The commission will have to decide on the demarcation of the new boundaries. The High Court has already barred the gazetting of the Ligale report. The 10th Parliament will go down in history as the first Parliament that has extended its sittings without taking the traditional Christmas break, with only 3 days to Christmas.
That when there is a constitutional crisis and it persists, then the only exit, ultimately, is elections. Are we ready to go for elections?
As they plan to break tomorrow, they will have to first form the crucial commissions, which include the Revenue Allocation Commission and the Commission for the Implementation of the Constitution. However, they will have to resume in January as opposed to the tradition of reopening in March to beat the other deadlines of forming the necessary legislation needed to implement the Constitution. Thairu, Citizen Levet 9, Nairobi.